Hi everyone, it's Atomic Energy 15 here, and today we are back with another Atomics Stories. I know it's crazy, I've been away for a while, but I'm back now and I have got an in-depth story for you, and a very, very famous one indeed from the SCP Wiki that is the SCP Foundation. Today we are going to be covering SCP-173, aka the Sculpture. Now, what I'm going to be doing as well is I'm going to try and splice together some pictures and try and feed them in as well. But if I can't do that, then obviously at the start and at the end I'll add a thumbnail at least. So without further ado, let me get straight into this. And please, if you're enjoying these videos, leave a like and write a comment below on which I should do next. Here we go. SCP-173. Object Class Euclid. Special Containment Procedures. Item SCP-173 is to be kept in a locked container at all times, with no personnel must enter SCP-173's container. No fewer than 3 may enter at any time, and the door is to be relocked behind them at all times. 2 persons must maintain direct eye contact with SCP-173 until the personnel have vacated and relocked the container. Description. Moved to Site-19, 1993, the origin, as of yet unknown, is to be constructed from concrete and rebar with traces of Krylon-branded spray paint. SCP-173 is animate and extremely hostile. The object cannot move within a direct line of sight. The line of sight must not be broken at any time with SCP-173. Personnel assigned to enter the container are instructed to alert one another before blinking. Object is reported to attack by snapping the neck at the base of the skull or strangulation. In the event of an attack, personnel are to observe Class 4 hazardous object containment procedures. Personnel report sounds of scraping stones originating from the container where no one's present inside. And this is considered normal, and any change from this behaviour should be reported immediately to the acting HMNCL supervisor on duty. A reddish-brown substance on the floor is a combination of feces and blood. Origin of this materials is yet unknown. The enclosure must be cleaned on a bi-weekly basis. Now, there's nothing really much else that is added to this, so what I'll do for another one as well is I will cover 2 in this one, and I hope you enjoy this because I physically do enjoy these stories. And like I said, if you're enjoying them too, leave a like and put a comment down below on what I should do next. But the next one I'm doing is 076, aka Abel. So the first step to this is a memo. It's a pager, quite a little small sheet, and it says, from Dr. Jones P. Roberts to Director Martha Jones, Record Keeping and Information Security Administrator. Subject, revision of SCP-076 SCP file. Blank. I have to go on record as to saying that I seriously object to the proposed revisions of SCP-076 Special Containment Procedures files. I know that I reindact all important stuff that already claims it's a security risk. But you and I both know that it's top brass just trying to sweep their biggest and most embarrassing mistake under the goddamn rug. Omega-7 happened. It existed. These people died because you screwed up. And you can't change that, no matter how hard you try it. For God's sake, man, those people died guarding him deserve to know exactly what he is and exactly what he did. And what we did. How we fucked up. So they know better. Are you ready, guys? Ooh. Item number SCP-176. Object Class Keter. Special Containment Procedures. Containment Area 25B is to be located 200 metres below sea level, tunnelled out of solid bedrock with seismologically stable areas. Solely access to the containment facility is through a vertical elevator shaft separated by 50 metres of reinforced blast door, which is made from constructed 200 cm material shielding. Elevator shafts must be flooded with seawater when not in use. Containment Area 25B is to be constructed out of the following components. 1. An outer security perimeter against outside threats, staffed by security personnel trained in close quarters battle and counter-intrusion tactics. 2. An administrative and support area, ASA, consisting of support facilities, living quarters and on-site for personnel. 3. A preliminary containment zone, PCZ, consisting of a 7-meter cube encased in a 1.5 reinforced material PCZ that is to be designed to be flooded and drained when needed, and should remain filled with seawater unless access to the contents is required. 4. A 150-meter long killing corridor, which is to be the sole access to the PCZ from the ASA, including water power, drainage and ventilation lines. The walls and floors of the corridor are to be reinforced with a similar manner to the PCZ, with the addition of an electric deterrence system compatible of delivering a 20,000 volt shock damage. Number 5. A security station located at the entrance to the killing corridor is to be staffed with no fewer than 3 armed security personnel on watch at any point at any time. Armament is to include and not to be limited to at least 1 CCTV CIW system with a pinnacle mount on a clear sight all the way down the corridor with a plexiglass screen to protect the operator from thrown weapons. In an event of a full breach, all site personnel are to proceed immediately to the closest security station for weapons and armour distribution. Staff will remain at alert condition 1 until SCP-076-2 is confirmed neutralised. Should 90 minutes pass after declaration of a full breach without a stand-down order being given by a level 4 or higher, final contingency measures will be activated, flooding the entire facility with seawater and sealing off the access shaft for a maximum amount of 24 hours before retrieval is attempted. This will by necessarily result in all the deaths of on-site staff. Description: SCP-076 consists of 2 components: a stone cube, SCP-076-1, and a humanoid entity contained within it, SCP-076-2. SCP-076-1 is a 3-meter cube made by black speckled metamorphic stone. All surfaces outside and within the SCP-076-1 are completely covered in deeply engraved patterns corresponding to no known civilizations. Radioisotopes analysis indicates that the object is approximately 10,000 years old or older. A door located on one side, sealed with a lock 0.5mm in width, surrounded by 20 smaller locks in a circular pattern. As of yet, none of the keys have been found, making the door impossible to lock once closed. The interior temperature is apparently 93 Kelvin, and it cannot be altered by any means or any ways, internal or external. Directly in the centre of this room is a 2.13 metre tall stone coffin, held in place and shut by several chains of unknown make and unknown substances, which are attached to the inner corners of SCP-076-1. SCP-076-2 resembles a lean, semi-matic human male in his late 20s. Hair is black, eyes are grey, skin is a tone olive. Subject is 1.96 meters in height and 8.165 kilograms in weight. Numerous tattoos depicting arcane and occult iconology are present all over his body, mostly in the form of leering demonic faces, and ranges from subtle to openly abstemious. Subject, when encased inside SCP-076-1, is technically dead. However, occasionally SCP-076-2 will awaken, effectively reanimating himself, complete with all the vital processes needed to sustain a living human being. The subject will then attempt to leave SCP-076-1, and if he is successful, the subject will enter a trance-like state and seek out the nearest human beings, ignoring all other living things in the process, and upon coming into contact with living humans, he will enter a rage state in which he attempts to engage and kill all humans being encountered. To date, only the subject's death has been shown to really stop these rampages. Terminating SCP-076-2 is very problematic. Due to the significant physical abilities that he has, subject has superhuman strength, speed, and is all no, but he's definitely not invulnerable. He has shown to be a remarkable ability to ignore pain, to ignore shock, pressing on despite what could be completely devastating wounds for normal humans. Prior encounters have shown that SCP-076 has the ability to, among other things, rip through a fully reinforced steel security door over the course of 4 minutes with sustained assault, clear over 64 meters in distance in under 3 seconds, take multiple 50 caliber BMG rounds to the head and survive several minutes to continue killing despite severe damage to the cerebellum. A SWAT handgun assault rifle caliber bullets out of the air with the length of a steel rebar. Survive 1 or maybe 2 hours deprived of oxygen before finally asphyxiating. SCP-076's most unusual ability, however, is his ability to apparently materialize bladed weapons, completely out of nowhere. His slow-motion video analysis reveals that the blades in question are actually pulled from miniature dimensional rifts, described as small holes in space. Where this portal leads to is completely unknown, and how SCP-076 is able to generating the said rifts. Footage of the blades in question shows them to be completely made out of non-reflective black material, appearing as a black void in space. As the blades rapidly vanish after leaving the subject's possession, no structural analysis is very physical at this time. SCP-076 has been efficiently killed several times in various manners, starting from sustained fire from heavy multiple caliber machine guns, asphyxiation, crushed beneath a 13.6 metric ton piece of elevator equipment used on SCP-076-1, cremation through the use of a thermite FH3 grenade placed directly inside SCP-076's open chest cavity. During the worst breach to date, Containment Area 25, which previously housed SCP-076, was forced to detonate its on-site warhead as a last attempt to contain this guy, while it was attempting to escape, resulting in the total destruction of the site, the death of all personnel on site, and SCP-071 survived. He survived a nuclear blast. That's incredible. Upon death, SCP-076-2 remains would purify rapidly until he's reduced to nothing but dust. SCP-071 and the coffin within will then slam shut with a great force, and the lock will rotate, sealing it shut. SCP-076-2 will then slowly reform inside the coffin, a process taking anywhere from between 6 hours to 25 years. Additional, SCP-076 was found in blank Mongolia in 1864 by archaeologists from England. All the members of the expedition were subsequently killed on the return voyage home, and SCP-076 was recovered from the ship by a cult society known as the One Group, one of the organisations that later merged into the modern global occult correlation, and placed their display on the inner sanctum. SCP-076 remained in storage for 354 years, until SCP-076-2 became active and escaped on 1996, the 2nd of the 3rd, 2024. The reason for SCP-076's activation is currently unknown to this date, but it was at the point that the keys to the outer shell were lost. A massive manhunt consisting over 3 years and 9 months took place until SCP-076 was incapacitated by Omega-fueled characters, killing it and causing it to reform inside SCP-076-1, which was then retrieved and secured by agents of the SCP Foundation. The subject was then in custody for 3 more years under constant supervision and was terminated whenever it became active, although it occasionally was able to escape for short periods of time, often due to security breaches caused by attacks from other organisations. The Foundation's death toll to this date was 2,496,000 people, based over 28,000 years. This guy has been around. After the last incident, the current procedures regarding SCP-076 were implemented, and now they're upgraded regularly with the increase of technological standards. Well, there you go. That was an absolutely fantastic story to read for you today, and I hope you liked this video as well. Like I said, if you're loving these videos just as much as I am, I will keep making these regardless. But please leave a like and subscribe if you want to know more about my videos and what I do. Also, a little bell just down here in this corner. Give it a little tickle. Give it a little tickle. And until next time, I'm Atomic Energy 15. Peace.